我也拿自己的饭丢。
They're even making movies now about the Yangtze River in ancient times. A very warm welcome indeed. It is Wednesday, the 27th of April, 2022, and China's Three Gorges Dam sluice gate dilemma, is it beyond repair? And this is not just the doom and gloom. We do have some good news about the Yangtze, the Three Gorges, and some animals as well. Well, fish. And let's do that now. Only at the beginning of this month it was announced and it was shown on Chinese state media, CGTN or CCTV, that they have released a lot of sturgeon, Yangtze sturgeon, back into the Yangtze River because it was becoming, or is now, an endangered species. And you can see from the video here that they're putting a bucket load in. This was in Yingchang, very close to the Three Gorges Dam, but can you see the quality of the water? That's quite amazing. It's pretty clean. Okay, serious stuff now for the moment. Now here is a picture of the Three Gorges Dam last year. This was last year, and the levels were 165.514. This was in September 2021. 165.514. Okay, so that was at 165, and they opened the sluice gates. So here's the sort of question for you. The levels we will do later, but it is higher than 165, and September was towards the end of the flood season. Now we're at the very beginning of the rainy season, the flood season, the monsoon season. So this is my sort of logic reason, and maybe it's a bit of a conspiracy theory as well, that are they beyond repair? Why aren't these gates open? Because last year at 165 they were open. We'll look at the levels a little bit later, but now let's go into the weather for you. A little bit later I will be doing the actual wind, because there were some heavy winds in Shanghai earlier this month. And I pushed the map back a bit more so you can even see Beijing as well. So here we go, and the levels you can see by the hand. This is just the Three Gorges. Again, it goes up to about 11, I think it was just there. And all this rain and all this weather ends up basically, obviously in the China Sea, but it has to go through Shanghai, where these storms were a couple of weeks ago. Now, we're going to take a small break. Yes, it is an advertising break. It is my advertising. And then we're going to have a look at the wind. It is an absolute bargain, only $15 for that mug, and the link is in the description below. So let's have a look at the wind over China for the next couple of days. Now this is in kilometers per hour, and the hand does flicker around quite a lot for you, but we got it by the Three Gorges again, and you can see it's quite, well, nothing, 4 kilometers an hour. But then I got bored of that and started moving the hand around a little bit more to see where the other winds were and how fast it was. So if we go to Shanghai, we got like 17, 16, 15 kilometers. This green one is going at 30, 40, 50 kilometers an hour. That's pretty fast. Not as fast as it was last week at 150 in Shanghai. But then I go to the Yellow Sea, the China Sea, and you can see it's like 29 coming inwards, coming down into Shanghai as well. So, I was going to switch it off. There's the weather for you. Now, let's go back into the levels now. And we've seen what it was like in September 2021 when the levels were 165 after the monsoon. Let's have a look at them today. And here are the levels which we were talking about. Chongqing is 168.35. Now let's go down to the Three Gorges Reservoir, 166. No inflow there, but the outflow is 10,600. I do believe my glasses are useless today, or maybe the light's not so good. So compared to, again, can you get my meaning? Something seems to be definitely wrong. They do need to open the sluice gates. I know it's going to cause a lot of flooding, but if they want to eliminate the equation or eliminate the possibility of collapse or overspill or whatever the situation, they need to do this water. Mother Nature, rain, etc. We can maybe predict, but how many times have the meteorologists, the weathermen, got it wrong? Let's move on to something else. So many dams in the world, and near enough every year they do open their sluice gates, not necessarily because of the actual rain, because of like the cleaning out the system. Now, as far as I know, the Three Gorges does every year, but I'm not too sure if it's cleaning out because it is expensive to operate these dams, even though they do produce a little bit of electricity. So I came up with a small compilation for you of the sluice gates, not the Three Gorges, but sluice gates open around the world. And it looks like this.
चलते पहले यहाँ का ले लेते हैं गेट का। गेट गिरेंगे पूरे लूँ क्या?
For those people who didn't catch the show in the morning, this was the title of it, Shanghai Lockdown Continues, Beijing Lockdown Begins, and there's the date for you, it's time-stamped for you. The full video is in the link in the description below, but here's a small snippet of what you missed earlier today. And that brings us to a close on Wednesday, the 27th of April 2022. That thumbs up is excellent. That subscription, fantastic. Please check the resubscription. Sorry for repeating myself like a broken record, but these are sort of necessities you have to do on YouTube. Many thanks to all my Patreon members. I think I still got 3 of them. Thank you for supporting the channel financially. It buys me a beer, or it keeps me in supply of coffee, so to speak. Here is the coffee right here, thank you. And also the YouTube members as well, thank you so much. And you can join if you feel free to, if you want to, that's entirely up to you. All this information, all the stuff is in the link below. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wicked day wherever you are. Wicked. Boom shakala. Bye-bye.